Yes, sir. So, bros, you see the title and it's not blown out of proportion. It's not an over exaggeration. It's just the facts. In my entirety of watching ESPN, Cold Pizza, First Take, PTI, the list goes on, I never imagined when I was like a teenager that I would be annoyed to turn on ESPN as I am today, bro. With all of the simping that goes on from Stephen A. Smith all the way down to Marcus Spears, it just makes no sense whatsoever. When you want to be super woke, super liberal, when you want everybody to believe women, it just doesn't add up. Deshaun Watson, we know the situation that's going on with him, right? The criminal charges were dropped. That's what holds the weight in this whole situation, not civil cases. Civil cases don't mean shit. Let's be honest and let's be real. They could find something and maybe they could say, you know what, maybe these are some punitive damages or something. Maybe you did experience some public humiliation when we don't even know the names of the quote unquote victims. We don't know a damn thing. I'm going to point out some videos down the line, and we could just see that a good amount of these women are terrible actors. But of course, we can't let simple things like facts get in the way, especially when we're dealing with ardent feminists like this bozo Molly Qerim. The rumors of Stephen A. Smith tapping that ass have to be true, because how the fuck could you be worrying about the betterment of the show? How could you be worried about the ratings, the future of the show, when you're keeping this bozo on the panel and then you want to get rid of Max Kellerman? Adds up to zero. I'm going to have to play the rest of this clip down the line because you have Kimberly Martin, who was actually making some points, and she was like fighting herself to like not like 100% disagree with Molly, but she was making more points than this bozo. You want to go full-blown feminist, talking about civil cases, all of these things needing to be transparent and whatnot. What's more transparent than a grand jury basically saying that the charges are dropped, we have no evidence to indict you? What's more transparent than that? We already know the NFL is about the bottom line. They want to make comparisons to Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick was making anybody turn off the TV because he's a bozo, he's an actor, he's a Marxist, and he invited that to the NFL. The casual fan, the conservative Caucasian doesn't want to see that bullshit when they're turning on the NFL, ESPN, the list goes on. But these bozos just do not seem to get that. Hasselbeck, he was struggling the whole segment, bro. The videos are coming down the line. I'm just going to shoot this one out there first because this is the main reason why so many people across the globe are fed up with ESPN. They're tired of ESPN. So as long as this bozo, Molly Qerim, is on the panel, we're just going to keep making these videos, compilations, humiliations, low-light videos of this idiot and her dumbass takes. I never in my life imagined that you would have a feminist on First Take or whatever sports show taking over segments, making it all about herself when these are supposed to be about statistics, highlights, upcoming games. The list goes on, bruh. It's a man's space, but it's getting infiltrated left and right. Not to digress. Anybody could be brought to court when it comes to civil cases. You're dealing with bitter people, bitter exes, the list goes on. Public humiliation, damage to my soul, damage to my image, damage to my property, the list goes on. You already know how that goes. Like I said, it holds no weight. It does not hold more weight than a criminal charge because Deshaun Watson wouldn't even be playing. We wouldn't even be talking about this case. But we're going to just check out how this idiot goes full-blown feminist to make it all about her, to invite all women when that's not the case at all. Let's check it out.
Well, what do you do about that? Come with a definitive answer.
To me, it's still premature because we don't. There's 22 lawsuits. There's 22 civil suits. I don't know whether he's won or lost. That's why I think it's premature by the Cleveland Browns to give this man the most guaranteed money ever, $230.
Okay, fair enough.
So we don't have those answers. So let me just
Look at this. Look at this. Who is the draw to this show? Is it Molly or is it Stephen A? Stephen A's trying to say something. She's putting up her hands. No. Wait a minute. Let me get this off my chest. Who is tuning into First Take to listen to what the hell Molly Qerim has to say? The rumors have to be true that this dude is tapping that ass because everybody is annoyed at this bitch. Let's be honest.
So first of all, I already already think the rule's egregious in terms of 6 games for abusing children, women, sexual assault, domestic violence, all right?
This woman doesn't even have children. Apparently, she has some diagnosis to where she can't be pregnant or whatever and whatnot. You only want to bring up domestic violence involving women, children. I get that. But what happens when men assault each other? You don't care about that. What happens when men get assaulted? They don't give a fuck about that. We already know this, right? People are getting tired left and right, and ESPN knows this. That's why they put up a clip talking about Molly's getting passionate. Molly's passionate response to Deshaun Watson. She's salty that the man got the biggest bag because he's still one of the best quarterbacks with a year taken off. You mean to tell me that they put the man on the exempt list, criminal charges were dropped, and they still want the man to miss another season or two until these civil cases are settled? You got to be kidding me.
That rule needs to be changed. That's a minimum of 1 season. So Deshaun Watson, if all these 22 women lied on him and he wins every civil case, right? All 22 of them, go for it, break the bank. But that's not where we are right now, and we need more information. We need more information also from the Browns on how they got here, how the NFL got here to make this decision. To answer your question,
right,
Stephen A., and I understand it's a direct question, I just wanted to make those.
Man, that must have been what she was doing when she was in a quote-unquote relationship with Jalen Rose. If they were even in the same household, whenever Jalen's trying to give his take, just cut him off at any given point. We already know the man is a simp and he worships women. We could already see that this is the way that the conversations were going. She putting her hands up. Nah, let me finish. Let me finish. No. Let me get this off my chest. Yo. I can only imagine. No vagina is that great in the world to be dealing with a headache like this.
But as far as Deshaun Watson in terms of punishment, if he's losing these cases, he should not be playing this entire season.
This idiot, the criminal charges were dropped. So you mean to tell me that, let's say that the judge says, you know what, you did deal with some public humiliation. I understand that maybe there was some damages to your character, or you're dealing with this, or maybe your mental is affected by this, whatever the case may be. But if a grand jury did not find enough evidence to indict this man, what does that tell you? Deshaun Watson probably still has those text, DMs, whatever it is, from all of those women saying, thank you for the night. When can we do this again? And you know what? Deshaun probably dubbed all of them because the man has a high of going to the next woman to get a man a happy ending. Is he foolish? Of course he is.
Maybe 2 seasons.
Okay, but
and that's why they gave him, that's why he only loses $1 million, Stephen A., because they know punishment might come down. $1 million when you're about to get 220.
No.
That's a slap in the face to all women everywhere. I just need to say.
And you are a slap in the face to all men across the globe that want to tune into ESPN First Take. ESPN, you're slapping the face of all the casual fans, all of the men, especially all of the black men, because this woman seems like she has a hard-on to go on against black men. Remember what she did to LeVar Ball? This woman has a mental issue. That's not a joke. She has a mental issue to where LeVar Ball could say we could switch gears and she's thinking it's something sexual. So what does that tell you? She's already thinking sexually. The woman be throwing passes at guests. The list goes on, bruh. This is a slap in the face to all of your consumers, all of your fans, all of the people that just want to tune in just because they got nothing else to watch. Who the hell wants to be a teenager in this day and age? Want to tune in to First Take and listen to some bullshit like this from a feminist that just doesn't give a damn about no facts whatsoever. She's not doing her due diligence. She's not trying to reach out to the alleged victims, that bozo lawyer. She's not doing anything but running her mouth and making everybody tune out. But like I said, for the entire time that she wants to be on First Take, I'm going to have to take one for the team.
If he is guilty, Stephen A., right? If he loses these cases, he's going to lose. They protected him so he gets all his money.
But I'm still asking the question.
I told you a season or 2.
Yeah.
That pretty much sums up this clip. I'm going to have to make some videos involving the whole segment and just how everybody was pretty much shaken or a little shaky to say what they really wanted to say because of this bozo Molly Qerim. Yo, I never could imagine, bruh. You could go back 15, 20 years, man, when I'm tuning in to First Take, Stuart Scott, Chris Berman, the list goes on. Never in my lifetime would I think that I could turn on the ESPN and get annoyed. And it has nothing to do with women in sports, because there are wonderful women in sports, but that's not the case in this segment. But it's enough of that. Like I said, more of this segment is going to be coming down later in the week or either next week. It's enough of that. I'm out.